everybody! Welcome. It's Lydia Kozawa here, and today we're going to be getting into some VTuber Newsy news. But before we do, please make sure to smash subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell for notifications, and if you haven't already, purchase this Dakimakura that has yours truly on it, and give me a snuggle. Okay, on to our first piece of newsy news. Guys, I'm wearing a bikini. You know what that means? That means that there's some important information. That is right. Q1 of Any Colors report has dropped, and a lot of other things have dropped as well. It looks like the VTuber realm has squished its way into popular mainstream, actual IRL squishy people news. So if you don't know what this is, Nikkei CNBC. They are now reporting on Any Colors losses. Holy mackerel. Okay, let's take a look. This is posted on Nikkei_CNBC, and it says here, today's Tokyo market highlights. We will check the closing price of the Nikkei average futures during the day, and from the news after the market close, we will explain Any Colors Q1 operating profit 32.8% down to 2.718 billion yen, and the April 2025 forecast to be 14.8 billion yen. So, the actual news is now reporting on this. You know you've done bad when the actual news is being like, hey, what's going on over here? So yes, Any Colors Q1 dropped, and it's looking pretty yikes. This is posted on the NIJISANJI subreddit, posted by Liquid Recto, and it says, Any Color released their Q1 2025 financial report. This is the report in question. It is about 45 pages long. I'm not a mathematical kitty, but I'm just going to show you something that is pretty concerning for this company. All right, so this is NIJISANJI yen revenue, and all values are in million Japanese yen. You can't compare like Q1, January Q1 to Q3 June, you know, when they had a beach party or whatever, right? So like it makes sense to kind of compare similar times, right? Anyways, okay, so we got Q1 here, 1630. Q1 here is 1364, and Q1 here is 682. This is a humongous dropperino. The year over year is down 50%. This is a big financial ouchie ouch. As you can imagine, not doing great. And so let's see what the good people on Reddit got to say. This person says, sweet merciful crap. Look at NIJI yen's numbers on page 17, especially the event section. And all values are in million Japanese yen. And then it says Q1 2024 was 1364. And then down to 682. Live streaming was 362, down to 200. Commerce 881, down to 300-ish. Event is -8. And a promotion down from 120 to 115. As these numbers are directly from the report, the AX cancellation cost them over 56,000 USD. Compared to last year, they lost money in all four categories by a significant margin. The year-over-year drop in their grand total was 50%, and the drop in commerce merch sales was over 57%. At least 5 consecutive quarters of declining total revenue and declining revenue in super chats and merch sales, with an especially noticeable drop-off from Q3 to Q4, then again from Q4 to Q1. Gee, I wonder if something happened within the first 5 calendar days of Q4 to trigger such a nosedive, along with something significantly worse a week later. I'm not a financial expert, nor do I play one on TV, but I'm pretty sure that a 50% drop in revenue is not a good thing. Yeah, this is bad. Guys, this is bad. If you could just listen to your fan base, treat your people better, then you will be rewarded with revenue. People are speaking with their wallets. They are not happy with everything that's going down at Any Color. And like instead of them actually like making change, they're just like, we're just gonna ride this out. Maybe if we just keep putting some meat in the meat grinder, people will continue just giving us money for no reason. No, guys, that's not how that works. You guys need to make a valiant effort into putting the health of your livers first, into actually gaining trust in the community again. These are things that will reward you. If you just listen to your fan base, it will work. But anyways, people are speaking with their wallets, and this is what we're seeing, right? I mean, and a shock to no one, Any Colors Q1 report for 2025 is not looking so good. It's posted on the NIJISANJI subreddit by Canon Gerbil, and it says, negligible. So this is the year over year is down 50%. It's a big financial ouchie ouch. Real Life News is reporting on it. We've been blowing that whistle since the beginning of the year, guys, and yeah, it's in a shock to no one. Revenue has been down. This person says, the -8 in events for NIJI yen is so funny to me. So they actually got a loss of 8 million yen for EN events because what? Anime Expo canceled concert. And then it says, Jesus, I was expecting a bloodbath and I'm still surprised by this. NIJI EN is effed. For anyone questioning themselves why this is bad, this is not a red flag. This is a red alert. If revenue drop keeps following this pattern, NIJISANJI's English as a branch will be wholly unprofitable by Q3, i.e. the end of the year. Fully expect them to pull the plug on the branch before that. It's over. There ain't no saving this any longer. You get what you effing deserve. Oh, wait. Let me laugh harder. Rest in piss, Riku. Rip Bozo. So as you can see, some people are praising what's happening because it's interesting because the VTuber industry really is reliant on kindness of others, because people, when they really love their Oshi, they will super chat, they will send bits, they will send subs, right? Because they love their Oshi, not because they love the company, right? This is the confusion. I know a lot of these companies are like, thank you for supporting our company. It's like, hey, we're not supporting you. We're supporting our Oshi. So anyways, you do reap what you sow here. So if you're terrible to your livers to the point where they're constantly graduating, where there is a quote unquote graduation queue, this is a problem. This mean, like, if it's not resolved, I mean, we know the writing's on the wall for the EN branch, obviously. I mean, like, they'll happily try and get rid of that because it's not making them any more money. And really, at the end of the day, that's what they're concerned of. They're not concerned for your entertainment. They don't care. They want the revenue, which is kind of gross. This is like another piece of the Q1 report, comparing the two Q1s here. And this was interesting. This is an interesting part of the Q1 report. So this tells you exactly where the revenue is coming from in regards to where people are spending their money. They receive 16% of the revenue from live streaming, which I thought was interesting because you would think that would be higher, but it's not. You know who the big honka-donka, the big juicy steak is? The revenue is from commerce, from selling their stuff. 59%. Revenue from sale of merch and digital content. Promo, 18%, and events, 6%. So really, it's an interesting like thought experiment here, because the live streaming, the thing that requires the most effort, if we constantly, if daily streams or, all that stuff, that it actually accounts for so little of what a VTuber makes. It's the merch, guys. Did I mention I have a Dakimakura? What's also interesting is that, since the report has come out, NIJIColor has made some changes. So but not in the way that you expect. This is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit. This is posted by Liquid Recto. It says, NIJIColor. Notice regarding revision of policy on shareholder returns and revision of dividend forecast. It's a document. It's translated into English. What does this mean? All right, let's take a look at what the people on Reddit gotta say. Okay, this person says, I'm kind of stupid. What does this entail? They gave a bunch of cash on hand to shareholders to tide them over until they come up with another plan to rescue the stock value. They're throwing money at shareholders to keeping them from selling. Okay, this person says, I ran the math. NIJI spent 2 billion yen on dividends, about 7.5 billion yen on the recent buyback, and 1.5 billion yen on the December one. 11 billion in total. In the last 9 months, NIJI has spent more than 80 million USD, inflating its stock price adjusted to exchange rates at the time, and has nothing to show for it. They could have given each of their livers 400,000 USD and still have millions left over. They could have built 5 brand new studios. It's bad to the point that it's a noticeable dip in their assets. 19.7 billion net assets in fiscal year 24. 14.2 billion net in Q1 2025. They spent less on staff and administration in Q1 2025 than in Q4 2024. Sisters, please take note. Not that the sisters like Nbinted care about actual streamers. The company doesn't give a crap about you or your Oshi. Instead, it will ensure Riku has gold-plated play buttons as he burns money in an eternal fire pit for the shareholders. How the F do you justify burning 80 million on stock stuff with none of that going for anything? Events, promotions, better care for their livers. Yeah, that is a lot. I mean, Hololive built 1 brand new studio, and these guys could have built 5 with the money that was absolutely wasted. Wasted. Here this says, bro, are they gonna do a buyback again after the 6 month period? Like 80 million USD? They could do so much with that money. I'm literally confused. Freaking shareholders. Just see what Q2 will bring. But yeah, overall Q1 not looking so good, guys. So yeah, surprise Pikachu face. No one is surprised. Okay, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Immy Bisou. Immy Bisou is a female VTuber affiliated with VAllure's first generation Indulge. So VAllure, you'll remember, they are the spicy agency, right? And we talked about them on this channel before, and I'm like, I don't know. I feel like that's YouTube's not gonna like that. So it turns out that was a correct assessment, because this was posted on the virtual YouTuber subreddit, posted by Aaron Based Godgers. Says, Immy Bisou of VAllure's channel has been deleted after her second strike from rubbing gummy worms on her mic. And then so she says, did YouTube just force me to graduate right now, bros? So we know this has been something that is like that. YouTube has been coming down hard on ASMR VTubers. Let's read what some of the good people on Reddit got to say about this. Can't find her channel on YouTube, and the link on her Twitter pulls a page not found message. Black and white announcement streams are so last year. We're just straight up smiting channels out of the blue now. When I heard of VAllure, I thought they were going to be strike magnets. I didn't think it would be in this way, though. Yeah, this is the thing, guys. YouTube is coming down hard on ASMR channels, but to be fair, it's not just VTubers. That looks like YouTube terminated Amaranth's main and personal accounts after posting on them while her ASMR channel was banned. So, like, it looks like they're just coming down hard on all ASMR, the flesh world, and in the VTuber realm. It sucks, obviously, because, you know, YouTube is such a major platform, right? So, I mean, of course, there are other platforms that you can post this kind of content on, but you definitely won't be getting the same traction that you would on YouTube. However, YouTube is a private company, and they're allowed to choose what goes on and what doesn't go on. It is kind of weird, though. Gummy worms on a microphone. That's it, guys. Like that gets you banned. Okay, you're banned. Anyways. It's just a little bit like we're seeing kind of the annihilation of ASMR VTubers on the YouTube sphere. It's a little concerning. I feel like every day someone else's ASMR channel is getting banned. It's just a little bit crazy. But yeah, VAllure, they do make spicy content. So is it a shock that spicy content is not allowed on YouTube? Not really. But obviously still kind of sucks that essentially they're getting deplatformed because of the content that they create. So not cool. But YouTube is within their rights to do it, but it's still disappointing. It's still disappointing because, you know, ASMR content is cool. Okay, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is posted on the NIJISANJI subreddit, and this is like a really good thought experiment I thought I would put out to you. I would submit to you, the Midnight Society here. This is posted on the NIJISANJI subreddit and posted by Digging in the Dark, and it says, how big of a role did the BFE, when they say BFE, they mean Boyfriend Experience. How big of a role did the BFE help in male livers' popularity? Was BFE what boosted male livers' popularity? If yes, at what point? What was the start of their careers, or did it come into play at a later time? Was BFE alone a major factor, or were there other elements that aided in their reach? I ask this because I see so many people meme on BFE content, especially towards Vox and Hex. It gives the impression that BFE is their main shtick and the only reason NIJI males got high numbers. I wonder how much of this is true. What the good people on Reddit gotta say, and then I'll weigh in with my stuff. NIJI expansion in male VTubers at the time was experimental. As one person said, if it wasn't for Luxium's success, including BFE, he is done for. That was Fumoto. As much as horny males simping on attractive anime girls increase female livers' popularity by a lot. This person said, no, yes, it's complicated. 1. Pandemic, loneliness crisis. 2. Shift in generations. Millennials had less females in anime culture. Gen Z, a lot more. 3. Large female underserved or unserved part of the fandom already existed before Luxium. BFE is part of it, but not just. Content creators who participate in the GFE or the BFE, you know, yeah, it's easy money, of course. However, it will eventually kind of like give you a bit of a mental crisis, which is really difficult to overcome. So that's why, you know, people who do the BFE or the GFE experience, they do it and then they burn out very quickly because like the line between reality and VTuber kind of starts to blur, and then you're like, does this person actually like me, or they just like me for my content? And you know, it gets very like, the world is not black and white, it's very gray. Okay, so BFE is kind of like in that gray area of being like, oh, this is nice, but oh my God. Anyways, long story short, I think that maybe the BFE did help create the NIJI sisters, because, you've seen like fandoms, right? Like for example, boy bands, for example, right? Boy bands have like very eccentric female audiences, right? You can kind of see where the frenzied, sexually charged people are coming from. I think BFE was definitely involved in that. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Did you think that BFE helped with male livers popularity? Let me know. Okay, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Hani, Wolf VTuber, and they are your least favorite degen, ADHD, and anemic no minors. All right. So why are we talking about Hani? Well, guys, looks like Hani has some feelings and that she wants to share. So she says, it's interesting how a lot of male VTuber friends I've made in the past stopped responding or caring about me as soon as I got a boyfriend. I see what your intentions were now, and in all honesty, good. You never had a chance to begin with. So stay gone. It's unfortunate when you think that you actually have a genuine friend and it turns out that they were actually just wanting you for other purposes. Hopefully you're able to make some new friends who don't have nefarious intentions. On to our next piece of newsy news. This is Hololive English Myth. So Myth is comprised of Mori Calliope, Kiara, Naomi, Inas, Gargura, and Watson Amelia. So these are the members. Why are we talking about Hololive English Myth? Well, guys, it's their anniversary. Woo! This is posted on the Hololive EN Twitter/X account. And it says, Hololive English Myth 4th Anniversary Live. A special concert in celebration of Holo Myth's 4th anniversary is coming soon. Here's a sneak peek of their new song. So let's take a little listen.
3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's go. Oh, my God. Yeah. Oh my God. That is so good. That is so good. Oh my goodness. So anyways, it is Myth's 4th anniversary on September 14th at 8 p.m. PDT. So go check them out if you haven't already. They are really awesome. And man, that's good. That's some good music. Hell yeah. All right, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Rui, Rui is your guardian doggo. This is their Twitter/X account. They have made an announcement of big sad. All right, let's take a listen. It says, so Rui says, announcement, I'll be stepping away from all VTuber activities on September 30th, 2024. I hope we can create many more memorable moments together before the end. Rui Nation forever. So here's the actual message here. Announcement, hey Rui Nation. It is with a heavy heart that I announce my indefinite hiatus from VTuber activities as Komai Rui, with my final stream scheduled for September 30th. Looking back, I can hardly believe it's almost been 3 years since this journey began. What started as an impulse purchase of a live 2D model during a call with my best friend has turned into an incredible adventure I will never forget. I've had the privilege of making so many wonderful friends and building a kind, caring community that I cherish deeply. As life gets busier with an upcoming move, this decision has not been easy, but it feels like the right time to step back and focus on the next chapter of my life. Let's make the most of our remaining time together this month. I want to celebrate the memories we've created and enjoy every moment we have. I'll do my best to finish any remaining projects or subathon goals, but please note that some will need to be put on hold. Thank you for being such a wonderful part of this journey. I've always been so happy and proud to see people connect and become friends through our community. Thank you for your patience with my quote-unquote on-time streams, and thank you for sticking around with the silly guardian doggo. Here's to enjoying our last month together with all the love and fun we shared. Shrine duty calls. Until next time. Oh my goodness. So this is so sad. I mean, like, people are saying, thank you, good dog. Good luck with everything. Thank you, fellow doggo. Rui. And lots of crying. It's heartbreaking to see you go, but I wish you nothing more than the best for your endeavors. I will cherish the memories made as Rui Nation. I'm so incredibly lucky to have been able to watch you grow. You will forever be my one and only Kamiyoshi. It's not really clear as to why Rui is leaving, whether or not, like, if they're joining an agency or if, because technically they're like, it's an indefinite hiatus from VTuber activities as Komai Rui. So it's like, maybe does that mean that they're going to reincarnate as somebody else, or are they just stepping down from the entire industry? Not super clear. But anyways, Rui, we're wishing you all the best. Hopefully you're able to follow your dreams. Maybe we'll meet again someday. Who knows? Okay, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Sansin. Sansin is an independent VTuber who primarily is active on Twitch. So why are we talking about Sansin? Well, we have some little bit of bad news for Sen. This is posted on their Twitter/X account. It says, "Dear friends, I wanted to update everyone. I went from having an infection to having a bad response to antibiotics at home to catching. Even vaccinated, masked, etc. My autoimmune system couldn't avoid it with urgent care trips. I am on antiviral and I have good spirits overall while being monitored. I miss talking with everyone, but my energy level and awareness have never been this low. I'm doing my best. I'll see you all as soon as I can. Believe it." So it looks like San has caught COVID, unfortunately, so she will have to be stepping back until she is better. So we are going to send you some healing vibes, San. Hopefully you're able to recover fully. Nyang nyang. On to our next piece of newsy news. This is Virtual 7 EN. They are a VTuber agency. So it says VTuber auditions are live. Are you ready to join the exciting world of virtual entertainment as our first generation from Virtual 7 EN? We're excited to announce our VTuber audition for new mesmerizing talents. There you go. So if you are aspiring to be a VTuber, now is your chance. You can apply to be part of this generation. So there you go. This is posted on Twitter/X, and then it just goes to a Google form. Okay. Make sure to not dox yourself too much in Google Forms. You saw what happened with Brave Group. Just be careful. Okay. All right. It's a one-pager, nothing too crazy. So there you go. So if you're looking for your chance for to get into a agency, there's one. Okay, on to our next piece of newsy news. Okay, this was interesting. This is about the sacred text, guys. Okay, this is posted on the virtual YouTuber subreddit by Kiteose. It says, "Partial lost media and lost media found for Hololive and VTubing as a whole." This person says, "After searching for a year now, I was able to not only find the first mention of Hololive in physical media, but also found possibly Kazuna Ai first mention as well. Plus some lost stream and possibly VTubers who have been forgotten over time during the early years." So let's take a look. Ooh, it's very interesting, right? Because like, wow, this is like a big deal. This is really cool. And VTubers of the past too, right? Some people like you don't even recognize. You're like, who is that? Oh my goodness, what is this? So anyways, this is some really cool media. Oh my goodness, this was like, oh man, early days. Look at this. Look at this headset. Holy. That's incredible. Wow, 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 wow. This is absolutely cool. All right, on to our next piece of newsy news. This is Pekora reads Spicy Pekomama Doujin, written by her viewer in the fan Minecraft server. Oh goodness, let's take a look. Don't, it's embarrassing. The bed started to creak and heard the noise of sheets moving. What was she up to? I had to know. I slowly opened my eyes. Pekora Mama? Pekora Mommy's in this? Sitting on my bed was a beautiful mommy. I didn't know where I should look. She was in a maid outfit with her motherly figure. What? Mommy smiled as she tilted her head. I almost called her cute. Even though she's my mother-in-law. That's not something you say to your mother. And I kept my lips shut. The way she craned her neck, she could pass for Pekora's older sister. You forgot. I remembered how Marine would mess around and plan different ways to wake Master up. Then I started to blush. She didn't finish her sentence. I could see Mommy's glassy wet lips. Then I erased everything after this. The righteous heroes. Ah! You guys really made something really unbelievable with Mommy. You guys made a book where you flirt with my mommy. Anyways, I just thought that was really cute because they made some fan fiction. They made some doujinshi about Pekora's mom and she found it in their Minecraft server. Anyways, I thought that was really cute. All right, guys, that's it. That's the end of the VTuber Newsy News. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't already, please press like. Please press like, smash subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. And if you have it in you, maybe buy this decky. Okay. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Mwah! Bye-bye. So much for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join me on Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!